Welcome to Jersey Matters. I'm Larry Menti. We live in an age where discrimination seems to be fought on every front, except possibly when it comes to ageism. Somebody who would like to see a change in that and has been fighting against ageism is Evelyn Liebman, Director of Advocacy for Aarp, New Jersey. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks so much, Larry.
So ageism is a problem in our country.
It's absolutely a problem.
How does it manifest itself?
Well, we certainly know it manifests itself at work, despite the fact that those working at the age of 65 or older is the largest growing segment of our workforce. Our laws against discrimination haven't kept up with the big changes in our country and here in New Jersey. So, for example, we've had a law against discrimination on the books for decades here in New Jersey, and it includes discrimination based on age, except if you're age 70 or older. Employers don't have to abide by the law against discrimination. So we're working with members of the legislature right now to fix that and ensure that folks who are working can't be discriminated based on their age, and that everyone be valued for the skills and the experience they bring to the work.
So you mean, as the law stands right now, somebody could be fired at the age of 70 or 71 without cause, specifically because they're too old?
Well, they could. There are federal laws against discrimination, and we are working to ensure that those laws are strengthened as well. But right now in New Jersey, an employer wouldn't have to hire someone who was age 70 or older, or promote someone who was age 70 or older, under the laws in New Jersey against discrimination, and we think that is just wrong.
So it's not necessarily termination, but there's many other forms of discrimination in the workplace that they would suffer because they're allowed to understate law.
That's right. That's right.
And you said that the fastest growing working population in the country is 65 and over. Is that recent?
It is relatively recent, but it's also consistent with the changing demographics in our country and our state, really around the world, that our population is aging. Right now, those 65 and over represent about 14% of our population, but in just 10 or 15 years, that's going to grow to over 20%, and many people either want to work beyond kind of the traditional retirement age of 65. Many people have to work beyond the age of 65, and these days it's certainly not uncommon that you're going to live to be 80, 90. Kids born today have a 50% chance of living to be well over 100.
Oh, that's a great point. So if you don't care about ageism right now, you should, because you're going to be there and you might be affected by it sooner than you think. Exactly.
Your kids, your grandchildren, absolutely.
One of the reasons they need to work is because many people in this country were found out quite dramatically, because of statistics recently, don't have enough money saved for retirement.
It is a crisis in this country that people don't have enough money for retirement. You know, Social Security was never meant to cover the full financial needs of a person in retirement. And in fact, in New Jersey, the average Social Security check is about $19,000 a year, yet 1 in 4 New Jerseyans collecting Social Security relies on that check for 90% of their income. And so it's really one leg of a three-legged stool, the other 2 legs being pension benefits, and then the third leg being retirement, personal retirement savings. But shockingly, over half the workers in New Jersey work for an employer that doesn't provide any mechanism to save for their own retirement at work. And so the average savings that a worker has these days is only about $3,000.
Well, what's the fix for that, aside from more companies offering 401ks or retirement programs? What is the fix for that?
Well, one of the fixes is to make it easier for people to save their own money for retirement at work through 401ks, IRAs, and programs like those.
Can you force a company to do that, though?
Well, in New Jersey, I'm very proud to say, we recently worked with the legislature, and in March, Governor Murphy enacted the Secure Choice Retirement Savings Program. And this will require the state to establish a state-sponsored 401k plan or IRA plan to make available to workers who work for an employer with 25 or more employers who doesn't already offer a savings plan at work to join and begin saving their own money. And we know that most people who have access to a plan at work will save. Most who don't have access to a plan at work just don't, because it's very confusing, it's complicated. Only about 5% of folks in that category go out there and do it. So we're looking forward to working with the state, the Department of Treasury, to set this plan up and let folks get on a path to saving their own money. It's particularly important for younger workers who, even if they put a little bit aside now, they'll see that money grow and grow and grow.
It can grow substantially
over
depending
their work
on the
life.
market. Yeah, and in most places, the employer will match some of it, so it's like free money. You're throwing it away.
In many places, they will. This plan right now is just for folks to save their own money. It doesn't cost employers anything. There's no required employer match. But in New Jersey, like across the country, most folks are actually pretty anxious about the fact that they don't have enough money saved for retirement.
Great. Thank you so much. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you, Larry.
Evelyn Liebman, Director of Advocacy for AARP, New Jersey. Jersey Matters continues right after this. Still to come, New Jersey has an official state microbe. We'll introduce you to the man who got that done when Jersey Matters continues.